Hi everyone, how are you? I know I haven't advertised that I was going to do a live today, but being as the stock turned up this morning for the new collection, and I did promise yesterday that I would do you a cake demo that I didn't get finished. So I thought, why not pop on here and say hi and do it live for you. So I'll give people a minute or so, being as horse is off on his travels. Give everyone a minute or so to join, being as it is an impromptu one. In the meantime, I'll show you some things that I completely forgot to show you on the YouTube, because Kerry made something absolutely amazing and I wanted to show you this. So if you haven't seen the full collection, the Cake and Prezzies collection, then do pop on to the Facebook page or the Instagram page or my YouTube channel, Clay Manning Creative, and there is a video on there showing you all the designs that are in the collection. Hi everyone joining. Do pop in the comments as well and say hi. If you haven't seen everything, I did a demo with the, just to give you a little preview, if you haven't seen, I did a demo with the Open My Present First stamp set. Today I'm going to be doing one with the Eat the Cake stamp set, and then there's other backgrounds and a die and a stencil in the collection as well. So I literally put it on the website a couple of minutes ago after I checked it all this morning. And loads of you have ordered already, which is absolutely amazing. Literally within minutes of me popping it on and sending out an email. So enjoy your stuff. I'm going to, as soon as I've finished here, I'm going to be packing up those orders and any more that come in. So fabulous. Hi Margaret, you're watching on the bus on the way home. Fabulous. So yeah, I can't believe I forgot to show you this. Kerry does these amazing books. Kerry on my design team, Kerry Gibson, and a mutual friend of ours, Cal Summers. You may know she does demonstrations as well on her books. So I'm probably sure this is a Cal Summers template. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kerry. And if you're watching later on because you couldn't watch this live, hi too. And do pop comments, but look at this. So she's made this fabulous birthday book that you could put all your birthdays for each month in. She's used the stamps, a mixture of the My Present First and the Eat the Cake ones, and it is just beautiful. And then in the background she's used the carbonated stencil as well, if I can find that somewhere in my pile of stuff to show you. Where is it gone? Where is it gone? She's used the stencil there with some inky backgrounds. Isn't it just beautiful? It must have taken her ages. So thank you so much, Kerry. I'm definitely going to have to send this one back to you, or give it back to you when I see you soon, because I'm sure you're going to want to use this yourself. And obviously this isn't necessarily a quick project, but it's a really, really beautiful one. And what a lovely thing to use all year round. In fact, year after year, because it's, you know, it's not a dated as in 2021 and 2022 as in the dates against the days of the week or anything. You could get this out. This could last you a lifetime. Hi Joe, hi Justine, anyone else that's joining? Yes, Joe, I've just seen your order come through and yours, Margaret. So I'll be packing those up, and lots of the others. I'll be packing those up as soon as I've finished. One other thing to show you before I start my demo. I mentioned on my YouTube that Gemma's card, Gemma Hines, her cards we thought might have gone missing with the courier that she sent them her samples to me, but they turned up. Yeah, so I photographed them. They're all going on the website after this, and I just thought I would show you. Gemma Hines is at, oh, this is literally just up and down, is our kind of mixed media type girl. So she does these very inky, very kind of natural backgrounds. She's used the handwritten note there, and she's even stamped inside the balloon the little presents, dots and things like that. She comes up with some amazing ideas. So the cake set, this is the cake set I'm going to be using in today's. A fabulous, I don't know whether you've made that particularly, Gemma, as a Christmas card, but I think that would make a fabulous Christmas card, or different colours for a birthday. Hi Helen, hi Denise, anyone else joining in? A gorgeous congratulations card. This is my favourite of hers. She made an entire background of those beautiful presents with all the different patterns. She always does me a kind of 2-in-1 as well with the stencils, where you can tell she's used some paints and things like that to go through, and then flipped over and used the excess to create a different background as well. And there's a bit of a sneak peek here, because Gemma is bringing out some products of her own that will be featured on my website. So look out for that, and I will be telling you all about those on Monday's YouTube at 6 o'clock. And then this one I love. Doesn't that look like cocoa powder? The way she's done that inky spray there through the carbonated, and I thought that just looks like a dusting of cocoa powder over the top. So today's demo is inspired by a card from Steph on the design team as well, where she's done this beautiful layered up one with the tumbling flowers. So I'm going to do mine with the candles, but I thought it was really important to show you how those flowers in the set work really well. And you get the little solid pieces, and you get the lined pieces, so you can use either and or. So I'm going to do a version of it. It's not going to be the exact same, but we're going to do an inky background, we're going to use the handwritten note, and we're going to do a gorgeous cake on top. Shall we get going? Hi guys, hi, anyone else joining? Oh, that's so nice to hear. Never so happy to order a collection. Oh, bless you, Margaret. Thank you. That's really, really kind of you. It's so useful. You know, when you start using something and you think, gosh, why didn't I do this type of thing ages ago? It's just, you know, you want to make a card for somebody, and I feel like you really can. So I've got 2 pieces of card here. I've got one of the new watercolour card from Creative Expressions that's on the website that I'm going to do my background on, but that will come in a little while. And then just a normal piece of white cardstock that I'm going to start building up my cake on. Horse is now having a little moment with his blanket. You know, he likes his moments. So I'm going to use the solid pieces for this one. So you have got the lined ones that you can use with your pens, pencils, anything like that. Or you can layer those over the top with embossing or a different colour. That looks amazing. I think I'm going to start off with just the solid and then see how we go. I might add the lines on as well. So I'm going to start off by, there's 4 tiers, and I'm going to use all 4. And I'm going to leave a little gap in between because I'm going to put the kind of jam or buttercream pieces as well. So it's up to you. I'm doing all 4 at the same time for quickness. If you want them to perfectly line up, maybe do a layer, then do a jam, do a layer. But you know me, I'm quite okay if things aren't absolutely perfect. And I'm going to stamp in oxides. I'm using antique linen, which is kind of like a spongy colour, but as you know, with cakes, they can be any colour you like. You can do as if you've got icing, you could do patterns. I'll show you some more examples as well from the girls when I've finished, to jog your memory with all the different types of cakes and combos that you can do. Yes, he's having a little bit too much fun, Joe. was sat lovely asleep until I started to get the camera out, and then he just can't resist, can he? Such an attention seeker. Where's my little wipes? Oh gosh, it's getting all out of breath. Oh dear. So how is everybody today anyway? You all having a good day? I'm having a rather frustrating day actually. Everything I touch seems to be going wrong today. So I thought let's do some crafting and chat with you guys and do a bit of a reset. Do you ever do that halfway through the day and just think, you know what, I'm starting again. I'm starting again. So that's our 4 tiers. So then these 3 pieces are jam or cream or whatever, and you can do multiple layers of this if you want. Does anybody out there bake? I used to bake loads and I haven't done any for ages. In fact, I have made a couple of wedding cakes, including my own, before. I'll have to post a picture of my own wedding cake. I did to keep it simple, so I didn't have to do anything at the last minute. I did it fruit cake, because obviously you can do that way in advance. And then I did just plain white icing, but all different patterns on each different tier. So that was really fun. I think that looks super cute already. Do you? You can hear him. Hi Sue, how are you? So naughty. Settling down a bit now. So that's our jam. So next, I think let's do the candles actually. Yes, let's do 2 teeny weeny little candles here. I want to do 3 candles though on my cake. And then I'm going to do the stand as well. You could really decorate this stand as well, couldn't you, and do all sorts. I was going to stamp these in black, but I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm going to do the candles with a little acrylic block, just because they're so tiny, it just makes it easier for me. No, let's do grey. Let's do grey. If I can find my grey somewhere. I don't know, I just think that's quite subtle. I don't want to... Hi Natasha, hi Kerry. Yes, little bonus live for us. Sorry guys, the Kerry, Natasha and all the others in the design team normally love to share, obviously, when I say I'm doing a live, but tell them because I just thought, let's just do it. I got my camera out to do it as a record and then I thought, stuff it. I will share this onto the page as well, and I will figure out, Gemma Hines tells me that you can download your Facebook Lives and then transfer them to YouTube. So I'll see if I can figure that out after. Okay, that's so far. I think we need a bit of, oh gosh, can you hear my phone? I'll have to turn that off because you're all pinging as you say, as you're doing orders. Can you hear? And new blocks are on the way, not these rubbish ones that I've had for ages. I say rubbish, it's done the job, but wait till you see the new ones. They are like ergonomic, where your finger goes in, and they're beautifully engraved, and they're really nice and thick and sturdy, and they're going to last you forever. So they will be here in time for Christmas presents, I'm sure. So yeah, I've done the candles, and there's 2 different ones, so they're not too uniform when you start mixing them up. And then you've got leaves, you've got a solid or a lined one, you've got the solid and the lined flowers, and then you've got congrats, happy cake day, make a wish, and the huge eat the cake. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit of colour onto these areas, the stand and the candles, just before cutting out. Yes, sorry guys, it was just totally spontaneous. Who said they didn't know I was on? I can't find the original one now. I'm scrolling through. Oh, yes, Tracy. Yeah, it was totally spontaneous. Hope you're okay. I was just saying that I turned on the camera to do the record that I promised I was going to do the other day. And then I just thought, you know what, I'm going to, now the stock's here, I can tell you it's here and go live at the same time. So I'm just going to play, I think that's a similar kind of colour to that, isn't it? I don't know whether I want to colour that in. Oh, you know what? You know what? I'm going to do something I never do and use an alcohol marker. Let's do a couple of greys. We really are winging it today, aren't we? But I love it when we wing it. So I'm going to try and make this look as if it's like a stone platter or something. Tracy, birthday tomorrow, eh? What are you up to tomorrow? Dare we ask how old you are? Can you get the flexi blocks? Are they the ones that kind of mould with it? I know the manufacturer that I've been using doesn't do those, but is that something that you want? I can attempt to track them down. Yeah, so just a bit of, just two colours. I've just shaded one into the other. Let's do a bit more dark underneath there, where that would cause a shadow, I think. Ah, 47. Wow, you don't look 47 from your photos. Amazing. What's your secret? Oh, you've got samples to make as well. Is that your Clever Prints samples, Tracy? Right, so that's my stand. And I just want to add a tiny bit of, oh, wrong side, shade onto those. I want those candles to be white still, but I just want to add a little bit of depth. So put a tiny bit of grey. And let's do a bit of yellow and orange. Look at me mixing my alcohol markers and my distress inks. You probably can't see this tiny bit. I'll try and bring it up to the camera. But I've literally just put a tiny bit of orange on the base of the little flame and then just topped it with a bit of yellow. Right, let's get that chopped out and then we can start making our background. Where are my scissors? Come on, scissors. There we go. Anyone up to anything exciting today as well? middle of the week. Happy hump day. And it's not long till Christmas, is it? Can you believe it? Seems to have come round really quick this year. And I really hope that we can all see our loved ones. I know I didn't. We all played good, and there were too many of us. What was it, a rule of 6 or something last year? So there's more than 6 of us when we're around the table for Christmas. So rather than leave people out, we decided to all do the same thing and stay in our own homes. But then hopefully this year we're all going to go out and sit around the same table. So I think there's about 12 of us, I think. Best little scissors. Well, these are okay, Joe. They're not very expensive ones, so I know that there are better out there. But these are, I can't remember the name of them. I think I picked them up at a show. But yes, I would like a really nice pair of little scissors. I've heard the Tim Holtz ones, the Sizzix ones are, no, is it Sizzix or Tonic, sorry, the ones he does. So I'm just doing a bit of shaping. I'm not going to go too far in between those candles because it's a bit fiddly. Just a bit of shaping so it doesn't look too blocky around there. And there is our lovely cake. Cute, right? Okay, let's do a background, a watercolour-y background. So we haven't done a watercolour-y one for a long time. So I will need my stamp tool in a minute. In fact, let's do the printing first. I'm going to do embossing and then watercolour in the background of it, but you have to do the embossing first. Well, you can do it the other way around, but you have to make sure it's super, super dry, otherwise your embossing will stick everywhere. So I've got watercolour card this time, which you can still press on, and I've got the handwritten note stamp. So this is A6, so you can build it up if you want to do a full big background. I'm going to do, see how it just sits nicely, but I don't want it to look too squarish. So I'm going to attempt to just kind of dab my embossing pad just kind of randomly and see how that comes out. Let's pop on some gold. Oh, I should have do silver really with that grey, shouldn't I? Oh well. I've got the gold out now. I can't be bothered to get up. Is that bad? So it's still come out a fair bit squarish, but what I might do to make that look a little bit more higgledy-piggledy is that I might get rid of some with a brush, a dry brush. Hi Roxy, how are you? Let's grab. Yeah, so you've got to make sure it's really dry. Don't use one that you've used for your painting earlier on or anything. And let's just kind of get rid of some of the edges. See if we can make that look a bit more randomy. It's a bit better, isn't it? A little more natural looking. Right, just heat set that. Horse loves the camera. Well, he's still loving his blanket right now. So, loving in inverted commas. Does take a little longer to heat set onto watercolour card because it's so much thicker, but that's really pretty, isn't it? Let's add some colour. So I'm going to take one of my pens, some water. I remembered this time, remembered my water. And I'm going to grab one of the larger brushes. So I'm going to do a couple of random little bits of colour. And of course the embossing is going to resist, so that's why we can do it first. And this card can take plenty of water, so we can get it really nice and that painterly look. I think that one's running out. I think I need a new one. I use that colour a lot, the mid green and the olive green. I use them a lot because they're perfect for leaves and things as well. So I leave some areas completely white, some with more colour than others. I always go in and add more, so I'll start off with quite a small amount really, because if you get too much and you end up with one big block colour, that might be the look you're after, but if it's not, then you can't really, it's difficult to take it away. And then I'm kind of going over the edge a little bit, because again, I don't want it to look like everything's right in one. So it's a kind of like real vintagey. I think that goes really nice behind the cake. Right then, I'm going to trim that down. And then I think we just need to do a sentiment, don't we? Oh, that's a bit silly of me. I think I've done that a bit too small. But hey. don't think I've done that very well. I haven't centered it very well. It's a bit better. So hopefully that won't look too tiny on the card. I'll tell you what I could do is I could, to bring the pink in, how about use some of the gorgeous raspberry that kind of goes nicely with the jam, I think. Yeah, let's do that. So that will hide the fact that that's really small. I've trimmed it too small. So let's get some tape. Oops. And if I want to do a matte layer like this where I haven't got a specific measurement, I could stand there and measure it and then work out how much it is extra per side, but I'm too lazy for that. So what I do is I stick it on in a corner. Oh, you're using your happy sentiments, Justine, lovely. Oops. Yeah, and I'll pop it in a corner here, depending on how, looking on the top and the right, the left, sorry, how much I want. And then I can just trim the other two sides then. There we go. That's made it look a little bit better. So, card. More tape. Merry Christmas to you indeed, Joe. Have you got to save it till Christmas, or are you just going to start using it straight away? Made some dog cakes. Wow. You need to show us a picture of those, please, Justine. I'm intrigued. Are they cakes for dogs or cakes with dogs on? That's the important question. Got no nails at the moment. Try and centre that as best as I can. Right, I'm not going to stick that on yet because I want to do my sentiment first. So let's do the sentiment on this beautiful raspberry. And it just sounds delicious, doesn't it? Making a mess now. You can have your collection from last month tomorrow. Oh my goodness. I haven't really got room for the big eat the cake on this particular card. So let's go. I've lost my stamps. There they are. Let's go. Oh, do we want Make a Wish or Happy Cake Day? What do you think? So Make a Wish would go down there, or Happy Cake Day across the bottom. Tell me what you think. I can't decide. And I'm going to emboss it, so I'll get everything ready. First one to answer. Happy Cake Day. Right, Joe, you won. So I'm going to do it up in the corner here so I haven't got too much to cut, plus I'm kind of using it then to give me a guide to get it as straight as I can. Oh, you said Happy Cake Day as well, Tracy. Brilliant. Oh my gosh, is it really nearly 2 o'clock? I really don't know where today's gone. Better get this finished and get packing, haven't I? Oops. Sorry, I've lost my piece of paper. So everybody else do this as well. Just lose everything else you're crafting and everything goes on top of each other, doesn't it? So even though that's really fine and scripty, look how it embosses beautifully. And that ties in our background, it ties in our matte layer, it ties in... I think it was a good idea to use the raspberry. Transparent grid in a bigger size. Yeah, I can do an A4 one. Or what size would you like? Let's trim that. Oh, that's blinding you all, isn't it? I just wanted to check that I got it lined up as well as I can. I do love that light on that trimmer. So that's going to go on there, and I think it needs one last extra thing before I put it together to finish it off. I'm just going to grab them. It's got to be some of the colour mix sequins, because those pinks and those greens in that, as I was doing it, I thought they need to be there. Don't you think? So let's pop everything together. 8 by 8. Yeah, I'll double check that that the laminating sheets that I use are 8 inches wide. I think they should be, because they come as A4. But I'll check that out, Roxy, and let you know. They are on order, Joe. I've had an email this morning. Basically, the whole manufacturer completely run out of them. It wasn't just me. I just couldn't get hold of them at all. But I've got some on back order with them. They've emailed me this morning to say they are shipping from them, from the manufacturer, on the 18th of November. So if you've pressed the let me know when it's back in stock on the website, then it will ping you as soon as they're back. Because I need some more as well. So I've got a huge load on order, because they seem to do this. They're around for a while. I don't know whether the manufacturer makes a huge big amount and then doesn't make any for ages or what, but they seem to be around for a while, and then they seem to be, you just can't get hold of them for ages. So I've ordered a ton. So hopefully we won't sell out. So, oh yeah, that looks nice. If I kind of layer that over the stand. And then let's stick our sequins on. I think we're nearly done. If I can find anything to stick these sequins on. I need to open a new glue. With that. No, can't find it. And I'm not going to rummage too much because it's just boring for you guys. But you can see if I just place a few on, how those pinks and greens. Storage folders for stamps and dies. Yes, that's what Joe was just asking about, Sue. So I've got some A6 ones still in on the website, but the A5s I'm still waiting on. And in fact, the A6s are still out of stock with the manufacturer as well, but I've got a few left. So these are the A6s, and then obviously A5 is double that. But the A5s will be back in stock, hopefully in the next 10, what date is it today? 10th? So 10 days-ish. But I'll let you know as soon as they're coming. Right then. So I know I've just placed those sequins on, but I hope that has given you another idea with your beautiful cake. And of course, like I said, you can have different amounts of layers. That was the one from Steph, which is far better than mine. Then we've got some others here, different ones to show you. That was Natasha. She's put a huge amount of flowers and the little leaves on the top of the cake, which just looks beautiful. This one from Kerry, where she's stamped in the different layers with all the leaves and then got flowers on as well, which is fabulous. That was another one I did with like a Victoria sponge, and I just used a fine liner pen to mark off some kind of dripping icing and then put some glossy accents on that. And you can see how using the cake and the presents together works really nicely. Plain white cake, but on a really cool watercolory background from Leanne. Another one from Steph, a 3-tier cake, and she's dry embossed the circles. This is Gemma Reed, who's used the Eat the Cake as the cake, which is a genius idea, right? Another Victoria sponge from Kerry, this one, and look how it goes really well. That gives me total bake-off vibes with the checked background as well. I know, aren't they all so clever? Lovely striped background and some little, not enamel dots, what do you call it, like Nouveau drops and things like that. And the flower, you'll notice the one flower in the set. There's one that has like a almost like a flat bottom to it, and that one is perfect for popping it on the top tier if you want a flower on the top. And then back to Stephanie. So there's loads more. That was just a few I picked out just before going live that I knew had got cakes on. But I hope you enjoyed that. I'll post a photo as well and share this in the group. So have a great day, everybody. I've got to go and get packing all your orders now and get them shipped out. Enjoy, guys, and I will see you soon.